Is Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler a high-level fight? Former UFC lightweight contender Josh Thompson doesn't think so. He says it's not a high-level fight. We're not getting the best version of Conor. I agree. I agree 100%. We're not getting the best version of Conor, but whose fault is that? That's Conor's fault. Conor's the one that hasn't been active. Conor's the one that hasn't been living the lifestyle, and I understand the injury. Don't bring up the injury to me when this is just repeated behavior. What's his excuse before the injury, guys? You get what I'm saying? Before the injury, he wasn't Mr. Activity either. So, I don't want to hear that. The injury only makes it worse because it then questions his ability, his movement, which was his biggest thing. And not just that. I believe Conor McGregor, one of the things that doesn't get talked about enough is his aura, is his image. Conor McGregor, when he was on the come up, had an aura about him of invincibility. He had an aura that he had the crowd behind him, the UFC behind him. It was just a wave. Dustin Poirier talks about that. He talks about how in the first fight he wasn't just fighting a guy. He was fighting, Conor, and the mysticism behind him, and Mystic Mac calling his shot, all this stuff, the hype train that comes with it. The ability to be at a press conference and have the whole crowd on your side. Once you start losing, you lose some of that. When Poirier kind of got him with that, not kind of, he did, dead on target. And he got him with the McGregor fast, more like McGregor sleep, because he got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, he did. He did. And Conor never had to deal with someone saying that to him before. The mystique of Mystic Mac is gone. And I don't think we'll ever see it again. I think it was lightning in the bottle, a flash in the pan, and it was fun while it lasted. Conor McGregor essentially chose the money over the MMA legacy, over the career of being one of the greatest martial artists of all time. I truly believe if Conor McGregor doesn't take the Floyd fight, if he doesn't get his confidence crushed, getting stopped for the first time with strikes, never mind a submission. People love to say, "Oh, he got choked out by Diaz." Bro, I'm talking about actually stopped with the hands in a standing TKO against someone who was smaller than you in big pillow gloves, like you were saying. You get what I mean? Him losing to Floyd the way he did was a major Kickstarter, and I believe possibly a depression with McGregor, just a lack of confidence, a questioning of the self. The ego was at war with himself. Then he goes in there, jumps in against Khabib. His mindset in the Khabib lead up was also very dark and negative, like there was a storm cloud over him of anger, you know what I'm saying? And then he comes back weirdly against Poirier a few years later. "Oh yeah, we're just friends, man. Let me get a bottle of the hot sauce, Dustin." You know what I mean? It's like weird, you know what I mean? So Conor McGregor lost his way a long time ago when he decided to go for the money instead of the legacy. I believe had Conor stayed in, knocks out Eddie Alvarez, goes straight into a fight with RDA, let's say, or straight into a trilogy with Diaz, but at 155 for the title, anything like this, it gives Conor a couple more wins. It gets Conor active. It gives Conor more hype, more build. And then maybe you could do a Tony Ferguson fight before Khabib. Or if you're trying to get Khabib a title shot faster, you could just do Khabib. And I think it's a much more competitive fight. Like, I still ultimately think he loses to Khabib, but I think it's a much more competitive fight if he's not coming off 2 years inactivity and a devastating, ego-crushing loss to Floyd Mayweather, who's old, smaller than you, and in boxing with the big gloves that you were so proudly saying, "Oh, in my sport, it's an elbow off the eye socket." You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. That's my take on this. I agree with Josh Thompson. I do believe that McGregor's lifestyle will be the final nail in the coffin for him. And I hope not. There's nothing more that I want more than Conor to come back in and out style, bang the left hand off the temple of Chandler. Chandler falls and he gets pounded out. There's nothing more I want to see than that. Nothing against Michael Chandler, just a Conor guy. And but it won't happen. It won't happen. If it does, I will be proudly wrong. I'll just say that. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you agree, disagree, doesn't matter. Join the discussion. Follow for more. Leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are appreciated.